Yeah, man, you already know off top. Ain't gonna labor on this too long, but I want to go into a trend that I've been seeing lately in terms, or just a pattern that I've seen in terms of, and I hate to go here because I'm not one of those guys that's like, oh, Gen Z, y'all are lazy, y'all woo woo woo. Like, nah, listen, there's a structure that's missing in terms of a foundation and a level of thinking and critical thinking skills. I'll give you an example. You could be trained at A, B, and C in terms of doing the right thing, showing up on time, making sure your pants are creased and they're pressed, making sure you're on point, you're sharp. You got a generation now that basically has no kind of structure or code. So you're going in saying, hey, and this is particularly to managers, especially new managers, whatever you do, don't internalize it. Don't take it personal. Especially, you know, my brothers that are in management, dealing with your Gen Z types, especially Gen Z young brothers, you know, and I hate to say it, I'm in LA, it is what it is. You hear what you hear in the background. I grew up on this, so let y'all get your Ohio players out the way. Certain heads will know what I'm talking about. But yeah, basically, you know, you got a group that's very defiant, and don't be a brother that's in management. They already got it out for you, you know, you know, because they're not used to a man in the household. They didn't grow up with, you know, real ones or stomp down cats that regulated them. They didn't have a father in the home. So you gonna get a lot of talk back, a lot of, you know, just behavior that's out of pocket. And you got to make sure you take control of that situation respectfully and within the codes and the guidelines of the company that you're working with, and handle that accordingly, you know, because what will happen is it'll get out of hand. But at the same token, you can't internalize it, okay? If you see where you have someone that is clearly defiant and not following code and structure, and they clearly, you know, are in a very disrespectful mindset, you got to take that to the higher ups, because it can get funky, you know. And stick to the book. Whatever you do, stick to the book. Don't try to chastise them or anything like that. Let them know the guidelines and the program and the structure. If they can't follow that, that's where you take it up to the higher ups. Okay, keep a paper trail. You know, I can't stress this enough, because what happens is a lot of times we don't have dates and times, and when these things happen, we go by, well, he did this, and you know, she did that. And it's like, well, they're gonna ask you, well, when did this happen? When did this take place? Keep a strong paper trail, okay? But then also, you know, because, you know, we're in a time where there's no accountability. And again, I say to, you know, the young people, get it together, because the world ain't gonna, you know, hold out for you or stop for you. You're gonna follow the program, or you're gonna get up out of there, period. Or start your own company or something. You're not entitled to anything. You got to pay your dues and earn your way, you know. So just like we had to earn our way, I've been getting it in since I was like in the 4th, 5th grade, working hard. Y'all don't know nothing about that. Y'all don't know about working with your hands, you know. So learn responsibility. And I know, you know, to my Gen Z people, especially the young brothers, man, I know your mama spoiled you and your daddy didn't regulate the way he should, you know, and you got to be a man and change that, you know, because the world ain't gonna wait for you. That's all I got to say. Get it together or leave it alone. In a minute.